Hi.
Are you ready?
I think so. Are you?
No, just kidding.
Did we go to gallery mode or speaker mode? I forget. Speaker, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ready? Okay. Like awesome. Oh wow. Like totally freaked me out. It said right on. The Toro sure number one.
Okay, so welcome to the TDX podcast, where the bold, the beautiful, and the brilliantly opinionated hosts, Danny Russo and Camille Cower, share the latest in the world of design. We unpack the hottest trends, the standout moments in design news, and the design's world's most talked about drama. The kind you didn't know you needed, but so
Drama
glad you didn't
design?
miss it. What'd you say?
Drama and interior design? No. Those things
Mhm.
don't go together.
No, they don't.
I'm kidding.
Oh. So buckle up and grab your favorite beverage. Let's go.
Oh, what do you want to unpack first?
It's your show. So you tell me, do you want to talk about your weekend? Did you have fun?
Um, Yeah, I had a ton of fun. I maybe was awake for about 6 hours of the entire time. I think I slept for most of it.
Oh, so you missed the Oscars? Is that what you're saying?
I did, honestly. I think I caught the highlight reel.
Okay, so what was some of the highlights that you want to talk about?
When I turned it on, I saw Kate Hudson talking to some sort of Star Trek character. And Conan O'Brien was the host, right?
Yes.
And that's all I really saw. I did look at the red carpet moments. Demi Lovato looked amazing. And I saw a lot of tailoring that we covered back during the Met Gala last year, which was, what was that considered? Fine tailoring from the,
You just throw these things out at me, don't you? I
I know.
remember it was the Dapper Dan of it all.
Yeah, it
The
was like fine
dandyism.
dandyism.
There we
That
go.
was it. There was a lot of that on the red carpet. Mixed, men's, women's, they were kind of mixed. I saw a lot of three-piece suits, a lot of tuxedos. Who am I looking at right now? Mike Coppola
A
for
lot of male
Jacob
grooming.
Elordi. Jacob Elordi
Frankenstein.
looked great. I don't know any of these people anymore. I'm like so behind.
Well, I mean, you're busy in the design world. So
I
was there any outfit that you were like, "Ooh, I definitely would like to wear this," or just
oh Demi Lovato, but I don't think I could pull off peacock feathers like she can.
it's
Not
so
Demi
funny you
Lovato,
bring up
Demi
Demi
Moore. Oh
Lovato.
my
She
God.
wasn't even on my list. I don't
Demi
even think I
Moore,
even
wrong
saw her.
Demi, Demi Moore.
Oh, I was like, I didn't even know Demi Lovato was there. So I was like getting ready to Google Demi Lovato at the Oscars, like literally getting ready to Google that. But
No, my
now
bad.
we know. You
Hmm. Yep.
A Dannyism. So it was Demi Moore, the peacock feathers. Or
Yeah. Well, they were
I remember
feathers.
thinking like I did not like the neckline just as a comfort level because I figured once she sat down that would be just like bothering her all night. But otherwise, I agree. It was really well done.
Is there such thing as a comfortable outfit when it comes to a red carpet? I don't think those two go
Not
hand
for
in hand.
women. No.
No.
But for my experience, the one time I went to an awards show, I made a point of making sure that it was comfortable enough to sit for a long time because you're sitting a long time. And
Are they in a theater or are they in a, this isn't like the Golden Globes where they're serving dinner. This is like
no,
theater seating, isn't it?
yeah. Hmm.
Oh, that's got to be so uncomfortable. Pedro Pascal is wearing something interesting. I don't know if that's a cummerbund on him, or a high-waisted pant, but he has, there are brooches, a lot of men's brooches, I heard somebody say, and he's wearing this big, huge white flower that looks like it's made of feathers. Timothy Chalamet, all in ivory.
Sorry.
Michael B. Jordan is wearing something that is very interesting. Who is he again?
He won Best Actor.
He did? What was the movie?
Sinners.
Okay, didn't see that. I did see something about him on the news though this morning or yesterday morning that he went to In-N-Out Burger for dinner after the
Oscars?
Oscars. Yeah, that. I think. think that was him.
Yes. It
I don't know.
was.
I don't know. Do they feed these people?
Well, I mean, like you mentioned, it was in a theater, so they were in there for like 4 hours, not to mention the red carpet time.
That's
So
so exhausting. I don't know how they do it.
that's why they have seat fillers for a reason.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
Nobody's really sticking out to me. Kate Hudson looked
I
really
loved
cool.
her mint colored dress. It was beautiful.
She looks like she's wearing um Walker Zanger or Anne Sachs tile. Like we actually saw this trending at KBIS and BDNY on the front of refrigerators. This like kind of gemstone pattern.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
I'm looking it back up to see what you're referring to.
It's
I just
different.
remembered like it almost accented her mom's eyes. I thought.
Lots of sparkles. Ooh. Um, okay,
Arching.
Maya Rudolph, I love her to death, but she looks like a bit of a hot mess. I'm on Vanity Fair, by the way. She looks like she's wearing, I don't know what she's wearing. She needs a new stylist. Is that bad for me to say?
I'm trying to get where you are. I think there gets to a point where people no longer like I don't have a problem with it.
It's
It's
artistic, but it
age
looks like
appropriate. She's a
maybe I don't have my glasses
comedian. Like
on.
she's not a model, so I'm not expecting her to be in like sample sizes of things. And she's a particular age, so it's also like comfort over styles. And was she presenting as well? I don't know. I know her husband was the one that like directed that film.
Oh, that film. I love that film. That
No,
film was
trust me.
by Whoosy Whatsy. I'm making this up
I know.
because,
It was
yeah.
just a really bad film. That's why I'm calling it that film.
Oh, I don't. I'll think the only movies I've seen this year I want to say are Wicked or last year.
Wait,
It's
so not
not.
even the sequel?
I saw the sequel, which I
Okay, that was
love.
this year. Or well, 2025, but yeah.
You know, in our blooper reel, if it happens to make it, I just did the opening from Bring It On, or not the opening, but that cheer I did for
Mm.
you was from Bring It On, and I'm looking at Kirsten Dunst, and she looks like she doesn't age, and this dress is very simple, yet it's different. It's all black and it's tiered. If you're on vanityfair.com, it's look 42. A lot of these people look dressed like they're dressed by Mike Coppola. Channing Tatum looks good, and I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud because I don't know who this person is, and please don't judge me. I love Shabuzi's outfit. I just didn't do anything. What did you do this weekend?
Much like you, I did catch up on some sleep, but I also went to Animate here locally, which is like the anime festival, and it was originally supposed to be in January, and they moved it to March, so it was a lot smaller of an event, but it was just enough to get our feet wet for the summer, where they have the big event this summer with GalaxyCon. But it was a
Why
lot
did
of
it
fun. I met a lot of nice people.
why did it get
So
moved?
many creative people. I love watching just people watching there.
Why did it get moved?
Oh, this was a fun time.
Oh
So,
wait, I remember the story, I think. It was supposed to be in January.
mhm.
Go ahead, you tell the story because I remember you telling it to me now.
Well, it was also my birthday month, and somebody had delivered my birthday cake to the Raleigh Convention Center. And because there were so many candles on it, it caught on fire. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, no, but seriously, it did
No,
have
I know
a
about the
electrical
fire,
fire in the roof that took out some of the building. So,
the HVAC, right?
I
It
mean, now
was,
you're getting on to all the specifics, but
I
yeah,
think I looked it up. I
I
think.
believe you're right. It was the HVAC center, it wasn't. But it's so funny that you brought that up because when I was looking online, we were talking about different things, and I was like, oh, let's see other topics of things that have happening. Apparently, in Midtown New York, there was a building that was just on fire,
I
electrical
missed.
fire, and they've already got it controlled and everything. But it was just like, wait, we were just in Midtown in November.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fun times.
Those old buildings, a lot of them they're post-war era, which a lot of them don't have elevators. So it's a lot of stairs. Maybe that's why people are skinny in New York and always on the move because there's lots of walking, lots of stairs. I could never live there.
Ugh,
But I
yeah.
don't know, fire in New York is scary and very serious.
Well, I lived there in high school and I loved living there because of the easy access to everything, but I don't think I would want to raise a family there. Like we went again, excuse me, when my daughter was a little baby and traveling around with like a stroller and all that, it just sounds like a nightmare. I don't know how the parents there do it, but I guess if you're a city girl and city guy, you've grown up that way, wouldn't know any other differences. But you brought
I
up a good
mean,
point, just even about historical homes, because sometimes you work with historical homes. How do you
all the time.
navigate all of that? Because there's always so much limitations usually with historic homes too.
Well, historic homes are a different animal than what we're used to with new builds or even things built in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Ceilings tend to be taller, doorways tend to be narrower, and people back in the day were much smaller. So your kitchen counters and your bathroom vanities are typically all lower. And as we've grown as humans have evolved, we've gotten taller and bigger, especially Americans. So um, we have to pay attention when I'm designing. I have to pay attention to the home, and I let that speak to me before we go in and adding, making things too modern. But when you're working with those homes, you never know what you're going to find behind the wall. So with technology that has evolved, we have a tool now that lets us see through walls, which has come in very handy. It's called a Wallabot, and it lets us see through walls and lets us know if it's a hot water pipe, cold water pipe, electrical lines. I've seen so many old phone lines, communication lines. Old electrical systems are really interesting. I mean, you see these switches that I don't even know how to describe them. They're like push button switches. It's so funny because they're actually coming out now again, but they're re-engineered for today. But they're just, you have to be very careful. I've seen some designers get involved with historic homes and they tried to make a basement. One designer tried to make a basement taller for a wine cellar, and they dug out a foot or 2 feet. And once they started digging, they released a coal room, and the coal came pouring out. And 2 days later, the front of the house collapsed. So when you're dealing with a historical home, it's very, very important to have a structural engineer on hand and a designer that is talented that knows historic building code because sometimes you can't alter buildings. You have to follow certain window guidelines, color guidelines, brick guidelines, material guidelines. So it's different. And if it's on the National Historic Registry, you're even more limited. So historic homes could be a double-edged sword, but when it comes to designing one, you want to have the right contractor, the right designer, and the right team in place. But those are always the funnest, in my opinion, to do.
Oh, speak why.
Why? Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I mean, you know me, I function well in high pressure, chaotic situations, and you never know what you're going to find in a historic home. Even a 20-year-old home, you're not going to know what you find. So, I mean, when we've been doing them in the past, I've gotten calls where we have water leaks, or the client wants to install something that is the one client wanted to install an iron tub on a second floor. Not only was it not possible to get the tub up there, it was like the house would have collapsed. We had to reinforce things. Like it was just not, and then you have the budget. So it's like, it's always like, it's chaotic and people don't know how much time and thought go into executing a design, and having an idea is great, but an idea is worthless without execution. So we've seen a lot of clients overpay or overspend where we're always thinking about the budget and reeling the client in. And when you're dealing with a historic home, you're gonna have slate roofs, you're gonna have foundation upkeep. There's so many hidden costs to living in a historic home, renovating a historic home, and it's just, I don't know, they're fun to do. They're fun to do, but it takes the right kind of client to own one.
Very fair point. Because I was just thinking that when you said that they're fun to do, I was like, is it like a treasure hunt? You just never know what you're gonna find.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of treasure hunts, there was a guy in the news recently, and I think it made the national news, and he lived around the corner from me, and he was a treasure hunter, and he found a treasure off the coast of North or South Carolina, and he found it, hid the gold, had all kinds of investors, wouldn't tell anybody where the money was, and spent the last 8 years in jail. He was just released this week. True story. His name was Tommy Thompson. Just came to me because I was like, how much more generic can a name get than Tommy Thompson? Like, but he was a treasure hunter in the 80s and he actually discovered a shipwreck and there was actually gold and he wouldn't tell the judge where it was and basically defrauded investors. Look it up, good story. But the house he lived in was extremely old and was renovated, not by me, because the way it was renovated, they put an IKEA kitchen into an 1800s Victorian home. So when you do that, that's like you're destroying a home. Like you don't, uh, I can't even make sense of that in my head. To put an IKEA kitchen into a Victorian home, bad, bad look,
Yeah,
bad
talk a little bit
aesthetics.
more about that. I feel like there's some things with vintage homes or like you don't buy
When
an
you're,
old home to make it modern, right? So
no,
what are some of the things that I think you can do to add in modern twist into historic homes without losing those that that rustic feel of it all?
so there's a couple vendors that we work with that actually produce new things, and I can't think of the name of the one, but it'll come to me. Architecture, no, arch. I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, in your local area, me being in Columbus, Ohio, we have a place called Columbus Architectural Salvage, and they go into old buildings, churches, homes that are going to be demolished, and they try to salvage whatever they can, and they whether it's doors, knobs, faucets, fixtures, lighting, fireplaces. I've seen so much there, but we use that resource a lot for historic homes. And then, oh my God, architectural lighting. I can't think of the name of the place, but they reproduce things from the 10, 10s, 20s, 30s, 19th century stuff. Um, but we really pay attention to detail because those old homes are all about detail. You don't get to see that these days. We don't have the contractors or the skilled tradespeople to do the moldings or the level of detail, the stonework, the masonry. Everything was an art form back in the day, and we don't have those anymore. And it's it's fun when we do get those projects and we get to go to the salvage yard for stuff like that. But a lot of antique stores, a lot of antique fairs have different elements of each era where we find stuff. So um, going to IKEA is not wise for a historic home, unless you're going to buy a spoon or like a plant, I guess.
A lazy Susan.
I mean,
I bought a
yeah.
lazy Susan from IKEA because I was like, I haven't seen one of these in a million years and I never use it. So, speaking of thrifting, though, I think a lot of times people are always looking for hints or advice on how to find good deals when they are thrifting for their home or furniture. Or there's certain things that, hey, you can find at a thrift shop, and some things that you're like, please just buy the new designer version. Obviously, toilets, but I mean, other things that you can find.
Well,
Well, I mean, I
yeah,
guess
you
some
can
of it
find.
you can get from the Savage, but you know, the part you sit on, maybe not. But
No,
again,
I've seen
what are some of
toilets. I've seen showers that are like from the 1900s, and they look like silver steel cages from like the 10s, 20s. Lady Gaga had one in one of her videos back in the day. But I've seen toilets, I've seen vanities, I've seen sinks, and they're the weird colors, like the blue, the avocado, and I've never seen anybody buy one or use one. However, There's a website called EBTH, Everything But the House. They have a lot of that stuff on there. We're seeing a lot of people go on Facebook Marketplace trying to find things. We do as well. And not everything has to be new. So thrifting can get really tricky and time consuming if you don't know what you're doing. But we have been trying to reuse and repurpose. It's good for the environment as well.
Speaking of environment and sustainable furniture, there's also this big push now to bring the outdoors indoors. I know we were talking about a little bit this offline, but can you share a little bit about that process too? How people can increase their not only their oxygen's levels, but also increase the beauty of their home by adding more plants.
Biophiliac design is what that is called.
No.
No,
What'd you say?
biophilic. Bio. Okay, listen. He wrote the out for me and put it BIO feel IAC. Is that not right?
Then how did you make it biophilic? Or whatever
Biophiliac.
you said,
I don't
biophilic.
know. Two of them are this. They run hand in hand, but it's like bringing the outdoors in. It's about nature, la, 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 landscape architecture. But since about 2008, we've been about bringing the outdoors in. That's when the nano wall was introduced. The nano wall is the sliding glass door that's floor to ceiling, and it merges the outside with the inside. We've actually been using outdoor furniture. Can be used in your living room. We have a lot of outdoor rugs that are so plush that we've used them indoors. Fabrics, especially Umbrella, has really come a long way. But we're seeing a lot of people integrate natural elements. The greenery just brings a place to life. And like you said, when you bring in plants, you got to make sure you got the right lighting, and make sure you water them. I am a permanent botanical person, and in my opinion, that's good for the environment because I would just kill a plant and create more waste. But permanent botanicals are the way to go if you don't have a green thumb, in my opinion. But I mean, biophilic design. What am I? Tell me how to say it. And how do
I
you
will
know it?
not. Because we made a point of saying offline that you weren't even going to say the word because I wouldn't be able to
Oh,
correct you if you said it wrong because now they both sound right. But I know when you say one word it means having
biophil.
relations with plants, and one word means
People have
designing with
wait.
plants.
People have relationships with plants.
Oh, dear God, we're not going into that subject.
Okay.
I don't know, but I mean,
But anyway, if you do bring plants into your home, make sure that you're watering them, make sure you have enough light. I just tinted the windows in our new office and realized that I blocked out 99% of the UV lighting, which prevents the solar panels and the draperies from charging. And it would also prevent the plants from getting the proper light for photosynthesis. Look, I could use big words. Photosynthesis, right? That's how the cells grow with the sun. They photosynthesize. Photosynthetics. Yeah, that. But anyway, landscape architecture is huge right now. Um, when people are building new houses, we hate to see these old trees being torn down for no reason. And a good landscape architect is brought in early on and can position to where the home's built on certain grades to maintain the aesthetic of the land that the home is built on. God, that was hard to get out. I don't even know how it goes through my head and how I know all this stuff because this is like I'm going back in time when I learned about this.
we
But
have
anyway,
landscape architect that is offered as a major here at one of our schools
yeah.
because we have a lot of golf courses. So they use it
Oh,
for
yeah.
even landscaping for that or for
There's a
homes.
big industry in golf course design and golf course maintenance.
Yeah,
It's a big thing.
as it should be.
Yeah.
Takes a lot to preserve those greens.
Elements to consider transforming your gloomy office and sustainable options. Biophilic design.
Hey. So when people are, you were talking about like even using permanent plants. So when it comes with that, do you also recommend that they still get like an air purifier? Because sometimes people buy plants for the oxygen levels, like helping clear out allergens and dust for those who may not change their
Girl, a
filters every
plant.
3 months.
Oh,
But go
you know
ahead.
how I am. You know how I am about filters. But girl, a plant is not going to work as an air purifier unless you're like, I don't even know. You have to be covered in plants. But I can't imagine that a plant will create oxygen. It's not going to purify the air in your home. So I highly recommend air filters. I recommend changing them every 30 days, as you know. I actually have an oxygenation system that I run frequently, which is a triple HEPA filter. Oh, you're making me say words I don't even know. Triple HEPA filtration system. And then it's ran through charcoal filters as well. A four-stage filtration system. So yeah, I'm real big. If you want to keep the dust down in your home, humidity is also a big thing. With your furniture and any wood products, we run humidifiers. The ideal indoor humidity is 45 to 65%. The average home in the winter runs at like 15 to 20%, which dries your skin out, dries your furniture out, dries your wood out. So I'm real big on uh, humidifiers. So you hear people using dehumidifiers a lot. Dehumidifiers are typically in basements where you don't want moisture around your foundation. Or if you're in like the tropics, I guess like Florida in the south, you'd really want a dehumidifier because it is so humid in those areas. When you're up north and northwest, northeast, Midwest, you want humidity. Arizona is the desert, so that's like dry heat. You would want a humidifier there, right? Yeah. How did we get here?
I just follow the train tracks that you lead.
Oh, you think that there's tracks for this train?
Like the conductor is definitely not drinking coffee in that mug. So
No, it's coffee. I just made it.
I know, I know, I heard you make it. I was making a joke.
Oh,
But no,
yeah.
this has been a lot of fun. Like you covered a lot of different topics. That's from historical homes to, I'm not going to say the word, but plant life in your home life.
Listen,
All of the in betweens. Is there one last tip you would want to give for people for changing their home from winter to spring?
wash your sheets, wash your comforter, wash your drapes, because all of that stuff has been sitting stagnant, collecting dust. And whether you take them to a dry cleaner twice a year or you have an amazing Samsung washer and dryer all in one with the sanitized setting, you can do it that way. But I highly recommend doing those two
Or
things.
LG?
LG works too. Yeah. But I would dry clean your bedding, dry clean your heavy like comforters and stuff. Wash your sheets every other day, if not every day.
Your
What?
sheets every other day?
At least?
You're making your bed every other day.
I didn't say make your bed every other day. I said wash the sheets every other day.
So you're taking them off every other day.
Just about. Well, someone is. I am not. Personally, I do
Danny,
sometimes.
wait. Okay, hold on, back up. How often do you clean your towels?
You're gonna. I'm not good on asking that question. What do you mean, how often?
Okay, so if your bedding is
After
getting
every
washed,
use? Every use?
so your towels and bedding you change every day.
I live with a little bit of a weirdo who will not reuse a towel. I do not know why. I've tried to get him to do that,
Oh
but
no, no, no. Don't blame your spouse. I'm asking you, what do you do before you were married to Danny, you're Danny. Before you were married, what did
yeah.
you do?
Um, housekeeping.
Okay. You did not live your So you're telling me as a kid, you had housekeeping as well and you still did it every day. Like realistically, every day you change out your bedding
No,
and
once
your
a week.
towels.
Once a week. I think my mother did make us reuse towels.
The
Well,
horror.
I don't know. That's one proclivity that I have. It's like I have to have a new towel. Well, I don't have to have it. I could go with, I don't know. It just happens in my house because things go to the washer and I don't even know how they get there. This is going south. Go back to something else.
No, this isn't going south because now we're entering into my area of questioning. So so you change your bedding and your towels every day, which
The
is
towels are washed. The towels are washed after every shower. Take a shower, throw the towel in the washing machine. Take a shower, dry off, throw the towel in the washing machine.
okay.
Right?
Yeah. And in the shower, what do you use?
A loofah, a Dove
And
men's
how often
loofah. I change that once a month.
do
Yeah,
you
it's on
clean it?
it's on order. The loofah?
Yeah. Like what kind of loofah is it?
It's the Dove men's loofah.
So you don't put
It's
it in the washing machine?
rubber. A loofah? You could do that? I just learned about putting sponges in the dishwasher. You
Why
could
would
just
you put a
you could
sponge in the
I don't know the
dishwasher?
clean I don't know who cleaning those. You could put to clean the sponge. After you clean the dishes, you put the sponge in the dishwasher. I think.
This
I'm
is
not
getting really interesting in my world right now because what?
Yeah,
So
you
you
put your
put your sponge in the
it,
dishwasher.
yeah, when you run it and that cleans the sponge. Is that bad?
I've never heard of that before. I have heard of putting it in the microwave after you clean
Oh,
it to zap it sanitation. But I mean,
I know
I
that's
buy
a new one
those
for
in bulk
me.
and throw them away after they get. Like,
I
no,
mean,
I
I
use
buy
them.
them all the time.
Ah,
I know I want somebody taught me this a long time ago, I think.
what?
The sponge in the dishwasher. I never knew about you throw a loofah in the washing machine. I never thought of that.
Yeah. When
I mean, I always rinse
every
it
time I clean
out.
my towels, I clean my loofah.
I never, huh? I mean, I have them on like subscribe and save, so I throw them away every month. There's one other
Now,
thing I
this
could
is
tell
like
you.
the TikToks and stuff about do you shower? Do you clean your legs? Do you like it's almost on that same level of like, whoa, what? I'm learning something new about people's beddings.
Okay, well, you want to know what else I've put into the dishwasher that probably shouldn't be put into the dishwasher, and a lot of
Okay, if
people
you
make
say
fun of me for
toothbrush,
doing?
I'm gonna I lose it.
No,
Oh, thank God. Okay.
vacuum cleaner.
What do you mean you put your vacuum cleaner in the dishwasher?
When you empty the vacuum cleaner out from all the things, and there's no dishes in the dishwasher, you put the vacuum cleaner in the dish. Is that bad? I
I've
haven't done it
never
in
thought
years.
of this.
I haven't done it in years, and it was a small one. But this was like, is that bad?
I don't,
Do you wash your vacuum cleaner?
no,
Okay. You don't wash your
I
vacuum
didn't
cleaner?
know. No. Why would
You
I
change your
never knew?
filters on the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, of course. And I go down and like cut the hairs out of it and like clean the roller, but I don't put it
Okay, so
in
when
something to clean
not
it.
the
I clean it
whole,
myself.
it's just the dustbin collector. So you take the dustbin collector out, you empty it out, and then you rinse it with hot water and
What
you put
kind
it
of
in the
vacuum
dishwasher.
cleaner?
Dyson?
Oh, yeah, same.
The one we have is a Shark, and I was gonna put it in the other day, and they told me not to. Is it right here? No, I don't know where it's at. I cleaned it. I had to clean the filters, like soak them. I don't know.
This is you this like you've unlocked a new area of like, oh, questions to ask people. Because I would ask this as an esthetician when I had like clients with really bad acne and I was like going through the list. How often do you change your pillowcase? How often do you clean your phones? What else do you put on your face? Do you have like are you the habit of touching your face a lot? Like what other things could
Now,
do your
mind you, my
pets lick your
dishwasher is
face a
always
lot?
on
Like
sanitize mode. So
your what?
my dishwasher is always on sanitize mode. So it might sound gross if the vacuum cleaner goes in the dishwasher, but it's like goes in by itself on sanitize mode. Does that make sense?
I'm not this. I just never thought why I need to clean my vacuum clean. I like it just never. I was just never thought. I wasn't the part of putting it in the dishwasher. I mean, it was a little gross when I initially was visualizing dishes with it,
No, 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 no
but
dishes. No
without
dishes.
the dishes,
Yeah. You take the
I
top
just never
rack
really
out.
thought
You
of it.
take the top rack out and you put the canister in. And that, I mean, that's something you do like once or twice a year. I have not done it in a while because I've been a little bit busy. I just remember doing it when I was younger.
Just know I've never done it, so there's that.
Okay.
I mean, I've cleaned it out, but not like with
Yeah.
a Clorox wipe, if that. Not. But hey, learn something new today.
I
Great,
learned
more
that
things to add to my
Dawn
honey-do
dish
list.
soap is like amazing for everything. I was working with Goo Gone the other day and I was at the warehouse and I was taking stickers off of something and my hands kept drying out and I'm like, there's a chemical on here. And I'm like, now I'm all greasy. And I would go and wash my hands with Dawn dish soap and I'm like, huh, it got all the grease off.
It's not just for Exxon spills.
No, no,
Remember
it's
the
not.
commercials where they would use Dove to clean the
Yes,
ducts and
the
everything? Yeah.
dots. Do they still do
I
that?
use that to clean my makeup brushes for that same reason because it breaks down all the oil makeup and stuff.
That makes
Not
sense.
that you need that, but oh, well, or you could just put it in the dishwasher.
Can you put your makeup brushes in the dishwasher?
Oh, absolutely not.
I
It's
don't wear
wood
makeup that
barrels
much. Okay.
and
So,
and there's nickel barrels on it. And I have natural hair ones still, so absolutely not because the temperatures might be too hot. You clean it the same way you would a cashmere sweater in that sense. Gentle soap, lukewarm water. You don't want the barrels to get wet and the water and the glue to come undone with the. So no. But it's St. Patrick's Day, the day that we're recording this. Are you wearing any green? Oh, Dak Nabbit. Nope. Oh, I forgot. I walked in the St. Patrick's Day parade this
oh, you
weekend.
did? How did that go?
I
I remember
did.
you told me you
It
were
was
going to that.
so boring. So not this is gonna sound well, whatever. A few years back, there was an accident that happened in one of the parades here in North Carolina, and since then, they've outlawed the use of being able to use cars or motorized vehicles, and you can't throw things. It was very participating in a walking marathon. Like you're just waving at
Participating
people
in a
randomly
walking marathon.
because you're not running, you're walking.
I mean, they
It's
outlawed throwing stuff in parades here. The St. Patrick's Day parade's going on actually right now in Ohio. Um,
yeah,
and
it's
they
interesting. They
outlawed
did a
way
work
back
day.
when throwing things off. I know, right? But they yeah, they outlawed that way back when. You're not allowed to throw things, but they still do it. So I don't know. I
There was
can't
like a
keep up.
lady with a basket who was handing things here and there, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like, you can throw candy or
I remember when we were
seeds or
kids, it was
something.
like, yeah, when we were kids, it was like go out and get candy, blah blah blah. But apparently times have changed.
Yeah. I mean, since the last time we would go to Christmas parades and they would give out candy. And I know I've taken my daughter to parades, but I don't
Yeah.
remember what's the last one. I don't think we've gone since the pandemic for obvious reasons. She's too old for it. But
Yeah.
when she was younger, they would give out candy. So I didn't know this new rule. And so it was kind of boring. I felt like I was just waving at people with nothing to give them. And I didn't like not having anything to give them. This is boring. I thought I was giving out some Irish luck, some good stuff,
Were you on a
No, well,
float? Were you on a float?
no
Do they have floats?
motorized.
Oh, oh. So it was a march.
As I said, it was like a marathon because
That's
people are like
boring.
waving and hugging or like and yelling at you, like cheering you on. Because at a
Wow.
march, not so much. Everybody's marching, right? You're not.
Yeah.
There's not people seated looking at you.
Right.
So it was I don't know, but represented the
Nice.
Teamsters. So that was fun too to represent Union. But that was it. That
Go
was fun.
Teamsters.
Yeah, the last time I was in a parade was in high school, and it was part of
Homecoming.
no, or maybe I don't even remember. I think it was Christmas parade, but I was a theater person, so we were with McGruff, Take a Bite Out of Crime. Remember him? So I was like his
Vaguely.
chaperone. It was like a dog in a detective hat. I mean, a detective coat.
Yeah. I
hat.
remember.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
don't
he related to
remember.
like Smokey the Bear?
I hope not, because that's
They were like a bunch of them. Smokey the Bear, McGruff the Thing. I
different
don't know.
animals.
They're
A
like
bear and a dog.
civil mascots, right?
Hmm. Sure. Yeah,
Uh,
it was fun times.
I hope you are gonna. I hope it's been great talking to you.
Likewise, we'll have
Uh,
some fun coming up
oh
for
yeah,
spring flings.
it's
Well,
literally a
thanks for tuning
blizzard
in
here
for the
right now.
TDX podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with a friend, especially those
Yes,
friends that love design, because we have something for everyone.
totally. Anyway, have fun designing. Stay warm, and we're ready for spring. Bye. Um, I don't know. Your home should feel bold, polished, and totally you. I'm Danny Russo with Daniel Home. We design, remodel, and style spaces that look expensive because they are done right. From kitchens and bathrooms to full home renovations, we also got you covered on the furniture and the finishes that bring it all together. Are you ready to elevate your look? Visit danielhome.com or call 614-227-3155.